Yeah, wind, camera tripods don't really mix. Oh, it's warm. Coffee. Anyway, I'm back at a permission spot that you haven't seen before on camera, but I've been here a few times. Unfortunately, it's in a valley, and that valley funnels all of the wind coming down from the Cambrians, and where I would normally camp next to quite a large stand of trees has been decimated. The trees are all over, they're broken and bent, leaning against each other as a whole, as we saw down at Limbrian. Just destroyed. So I can't camp under the trees where I would normally be, where I'm a little bit more out of the way, protected. The only real flat ground, flattish ground on this spot is sort of in the open. So luckily I prepped 2 different types of camping this weekend. So I prepped for a very lightweight stealth camp where I would use the OEX Fox 2 V2, which is a great little tent, but it is small. Even the V2 version is small. And that was if I needed to walk, you know, quite a distance down to the water side, if I can get down there on the Limbrian, which I obviously can't. I also prepped for either coming to this permission spot or to the other permission spot which you've seen before, in which case that's a much more luxurious camp. So that's the table and the chairs and the wood for the fire and, you know, all that sort of loveliness. So I can pretty much do that here, I think. I don't know whether to just try and tuck in under some trees for a bit more cover or brave the open. There's quite a wind coming through. I'm not sure I trust the trees. It's a real shame because it's a lovely sight. Well, I think we're doing an open pitch with the Vern 1, which means we're going to have to put guys out, I think, this time because of the wind. I also get absolutely no signal here, so I can't actually check it. But there we go. All part of the fun. Right, let's crack on. Right then. Let's see if we can find a spot. I'm not that fussed about being hidden or anything today. It's not worth the aggravation of worrying about it. I've got plenty of nice flat ground, flattish ground. And I think I am a little visible from the road, but that's okay. This is a permission spot. I'm allowed to be here. Right. See if we can get this tent up. way down. It's a bit bumpy. But I shouldn't roll anyway. Okay. Let's get some poles done and we'll get the tent up. One thing I always do is always bring plenty of spare pegs, whether it's stakes like I've got using here, or normal the tri-lobe tent pegs here. Always bring spares. You just never know when you're going to need them. Now, you might notice I'm pitching the Vern, not the Fox 2. The only reason I'm doing that, obviously the Fox 2 is much lower to the ground, what we call much stealthier camp, but the wind is already blowing through this valley. We've only got to look at the damage of the trees to see what it can do through here. I am more comfortable with the strength of the Vern in the wind or rain or anything else really. I don't really get any rain today. And I would be with the Fox. It's a great little tent, but use the best kit you've got isn't terrible advice. I do wish there was a little bit more tree coverage there. Oh well, it is what it is. If I go that way, the wind is coming through the valley this way, I can use that door. Should be quite protected. Shouldn't be an issue at all. A little bit of a breeze. So I'm just going to get one of these pegs in. And then we get the poles. Maybe I'll get this other corner in as well, just to stop it moving around quite so much.
Yeah, wind, camera tripods don't really mix. Ooh, it's getting windy. So, these guy lines are designed so you wrap them round the poles. Before you use them. And then they just add a little bit more stability. Obviously we've got the wind coming from this direction where I am now, which makes that a critical anchor point. Same with these. On the pole. I might have done that other one quite right. I'll have a look in a minute. Do I think the weather is going to be anywhere near bad enough for all these guy lines? Ooh, absolutely not. However, there's no harm. They are there to be used. Good. All looks nice. Get a bit more tension there. Oh well, that's okay. Right. Oh, it's warm. Yeah, she's definitely warm. Let's go get some beer. Now I've got to watch so I don't trip on all these guy lines. of that, so we'll put those back in the car. Wow, that's windy. It's got to be 15, 20. Ooh. Even the Vern's got a little bit of a movement. And this is like a drum. I'm glad I got earplugs. Right. Get the bed blown up. Oh. New pump today. The old flex tail was good. This is the new one. Let's get blown right into place here. Hopefully, should be faster. Definitely gonna be faster. It's much faster. I'll not use this, so. Nope. That one? Must be that one. That goes on there. That goes there. Right, let's move you out of the way. Okay, so the flex tail pump, what's it called? 3? Flex tail max 3? I don't know, something or another. Really fast, really good, like that. Oh. It's also a light. There we go. That'll be there for later. Right, so. Hopefully the mic's still on. Yes, good, good. Right, now I've pumped it up, I've moved it out of the way because I want to try this. You've not seen this. I had it with me last time. I didn't try it. It is a seat. Wow, a floor seat. With the idea being that in theory at least, I should be able to sit in the tent. Now, it should be said, this is an Amazon one, not very expensive, I'll show you in a second. So there. You can see I am largely in the tent. Largely. The mat is up out of the way. And this thing, I can't get the camera to see it, but you know, just sits me up just enough. Just enough to be out of the wind. Wow, that wind. It's not hugely cold, but it's strong. I mean, this Vern one, damn near the strongest tent you're going to get for the money. Doesn't really move that much. Does a little, but not much. But this wind is giving it a good shakedown. I need to do that anyway. I'm going to take a break for a few minutes. I might make a coffee or just slug some water, and then I need to change these batteries again. Just a minute. So turned out I didn't want no water. I couldn't be bothered to do coffee. Luckily, I had picked up a cider, so I'm going to have that. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. The view out of the tent door, fantastic. Look at that sky. But look at the wind. It's stopped gusting for now. But when it does, you definitely get to know about it. She put the flex tail into use. Little midge defender thing, mosquito thing, I don't know, I can't remember what they call it now. But that's also up there hanging away, stopping the midges. I mean, it is only early April, but as I said on one of the shorts, we've had very dry to spell, and then it rained overnight, and then we're back to heat again. And the bugs are definitely waking up. Hopefully there won't be too much of a disturbance for me tonight, but they're around. I can see them. They're not clouding up yet though, which is good. And the wind is obviously going to keep them down. So we shall see how we get on. Right, so just making a coffee. Just in the vestibule, nicely protected by the wind, from the wind rather. Not too bad at all. I think I'll be doing all my cooking inside today, but that's okay. So I'm going to have a coffee, and then I'm going to read for a bit, and then I'll bring you back later. I do like the GoPro, but my god, it's finicky. It's quite temperamental. So I'm using this GoPro 10. I use it with a media mod so that I can plug in the wireless mic. There's no other way to do that, not on this version. But every now and again, when you take it off of charge, if you're using the charge port that's on the media mod, it just locks solid. And you have to take it all apart, pull the battery, put it all back together again. That's okay. This time round, it also decided that it was going to completely ignore the fact that I had a microphone plugged in. It should be better than that. Maybe the next version is. Maybe the version 13, 3 iterations ahead, is better. I don't know. I'm not planning to upgrade at any point soon. Anyway. So, we've had a cup of coffee, which was good. Sat outside for a bit. Watch some people wander past, bikes going past. I'm sure they wonder why some nutter's sitting in a field in a tent, but hey hey. Oh, see, it just did it again. It just locked up. If there's anybody that knows what they're talking about out there on my channel, can you please help? Why does it do it? Is it card? Is it the battery? Is it the mod? I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so as you can see, still not a cloud in the sky. But the sun is dipping behind this hill behind us, which means the temperature is likely to start to drop now. I'm really hoping
I can get some good star action tonight. Looking about there, I reckon. So I get some framing with the trees and the mountain. But we'll see. So I'm going to start putting some gear away. Get some stuff all packed up. I don't think I need to put anything in the car. Maybe the chair. I might put the chair away in the car. I'm not going to use it. And then we'll get some food going. Right. I'll get my dinner going. Let's put some more fuel in there first. If you do have alcohol stoves, get one of these. This is like a Trangia, in fact it is Trangia bottle, anti-leak for your fuel. It's almost impossible to decide how much fuel you're going to need, so do what we all do and wing it. We'll see. Okay, so water. Put that where I can get to it. Let's get this going. And again, we check, make sure we've got nothing around us. These things take a spark really easy. Right, I learnt last time, these Mylar bags, they will melt. We don't need to completely swamp the bag. That should do fine. All we're doing is heating it up. Oh, there we go. Dinner is done. Jalfrezi chicken and rice. Looks good to me. That's dinner done. Hence smells of jalfrezi now, but there we are. It was okay. That was one I made a while ago. Tip for myself for next time, make the chunks of chicken smaller. Heats up quicker that way. I mean, really, I could have just put it all in a pot, turn it that way instead of trying to boil it in the bag. But, you know, we are experimenting. There we are. The temperature's definitely dropping now. I'll have a look actually. Let's have a look, see what it says. There's absolutely no signal whatsoever down here. Earlier on in the tent we got up to like 28.7 degrees when the sun was shining on this side. It's now 14.2 degrees in here. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know what it's supposed to drop to tonight. I can't check because there's no signal. Doesn't matter. Oh, I have at least eaten. Could oh, we've got my drinks pack. Plenty of coffee. There's a Horlicks in there. I haven't had Horlicks for years. I might have that later. What time is it? Oh, it's 2 minutes past 7. It's still light outside.
That's not bad at all. There's still not a cloud in the sky. I'll just double check that. Yeah, nothing. Not a single one. Which is rather good. That bodes well for tonight's stargazing, I hope. So, such a busy road. I know it's the only road that goes in this direction, but it's so busy, comparatively. Do you see the same vehicles go up and down though? In and out of town, I guess. Yeah, so later on tonight when it's nice and dark, if the stars look like they're really going to come out and play, which I really hope they will, I'll set up the time lapse. We'll see what we get. I won't cut this in, cut the time lapse in now. I'll put it towards the end. Maybe when I go to bed, then time lapse, then we'll do something else in the morning. Sounds like a plan. Whew. Right. I'm almost ready to get into bed, or at least start to pack down and get into bed. I need to go to the car, pick up a battery, put some rubbish away. That's probably about it. I need to swap this battery again. There's a surprise. These batteries don't last long with the external mic. But I'm hoping that you get a better quality audio with the mics. I really hope. It's difficult to tell when you're out. Only when I come to edit will I figure it out. We'll see. So, as with a lot of Flextail stuff, it's also a light look. Oh, that's better. There you go. That's not bad at all. Quite a nice little light, ambient light. Put it on later. The mosquito thing also is light. It's good when things can do more than one operation. It makes a lot of sense to me. It doesn't really make a lot of sense when things can only do one thing, especially if it's battery powered. You know? Why not have things multifunctional? I do have another cider. I'm somewhat tempted. It's too late for coffee. It's probably too early for Horlicks or soup. I think what we'll do is we'll go and get stuff from the car, drop off some rubbish, then we'll change into the down stuff. Which I could probably do in the car actually. Might be easier. Then we'll think about getting snuggled in for the night. Well, what's the time? The time is nearly 7:30. I'm in the tent, but it's still light outside.
I'm just chillaxing more than anything else. Oh. It's not cold. The wind's died off, luckily. I'm going to read my book for a bit. And then maybe if I decide to make a soup or Horlicks or something, we'll have a chat then. Right, look what time is. Might even have a couple of minutes sleep there, that was great. I'm going to set the time lapse up now though. And then I'm going to get some coffee, not coffee, Horlicks. And then read my book for a bit and then crash. So I'll see you in the morning. Morning. Late one today, it's 5 to 10. I did wake up about 6. And then I decided I didn't want to get out of bed. Bit of a strange night last night. Started off really warm. Too warm in fact. And then sometime at about 1, it got really cold. I'll check the temperature. Oh. I can't tell if it was just me thinking it was really cold or if it actually got really cold, but it got really cold. I was only using the quilt last night. Yeah, it got down to half a degree, 0.5 centigrade. Felt it too. When the quilt did a good job. But, anything much lower than that, I'd have to have something else. I did have the one tigress down blanket as well, if I needed it, but I decided not to use it last night. Dog walkers are out. Might make a coffee. Or I could just go home. Haven't decided yet. Can sit here and think about it. Definitely making coffee. Seeing this is first thing in the morning, I'm gonna have the good stuff. Again, you might have seen me mention this on one of the shorts. Coffee filter from Temu, £1.40. Brilliant. Can't beat first coffee of the day being a good one. So these alcohol stoves are brilliant. The only downside really, because they're great for weight, great on fuel, they aren't fast. If you're desperate, then you need a jet boil or a hero or a, fire maple, one of those systems with a pot and a fast burner. But then that's quite a lot to carry around. I've got one. I've got the fire maple, SAR 3, I think. Lots of dog walkers today. So yeah, they are great, but they're a fair amount of extra weight and bulk in your pack. And if you don't need to do things quickly, then the alcohol stove is a better option. And let's face it, you didn't come out into the countryside to rush around. Sore throat today. I think I must have been snoring quite badly. I think it's just being out in the open air. I definitely remember waking myself up snoring a few times anyway. My throat is red raw. Good for you. Normally, while I'm waiting for the coffee to hot water to boil, I'd be packing stuff away. But I'm in a really lazy mood today. Just can't be bothered. And the car is just over there, so I'm pretty much just going to throw things in the boot and figure it out at home. Yeah, lazy day. Oh, that's boiled. Just a little bit of heat in there. There's handles, leather gloves, always a good idea. Now it's just a case of slowly. Now, it's not the fastest thing in the world, pushing the coffee through this metal filter. So it does take a little bit of patience. And sometimes you have to give it a bit of a stir. It gets a little clogged. This floor chair lean mat thing is very good. It's very good for doing just what I'm doing now, just sitting inside the tent in the cover, legs out. It does make your bum go to sleep, but I could sit on the sit pad, I guess. I'm going to have my coffee and I'll start packing away. Not very well. I'm just going to chuck it all in the car. Chuck it in the bag and chuck the bag in the car. Sort it out another day. Right, so that's about everything packed away now, apart from the tent. It's just going to take me a little bit of time, re-roll all the guidelines up properly so it doesn't end up in a tangled mess. Cheers. That's it, all packed up as usual. Leave no trace, just a bit of flat ground. Ooh. Full disclosure, I actually tripped on one of the guy lines last night because I'm not used to using guy lines, and put a slight bend in the pole on one of the tents, one of the tent poles. It's okay, seems to have straightened out fine. They're quite resilient, these things. No real damage. Right, not the best campsite in the world, but it's still permission site. I'm allowed to be there, and that makes all the difference. See you next time.